Yes, good afternoon, students. So today our placement cell is arranging the guest lecture with the help of our alumni. He is our alumni in the batch 2003 to 2007, Department of EC. So Mr. Arun Natarajan, I welcome Mr. Arun Natarajan for this guest lecture. He is a principal consultant, Emirates National Bank of Dubai. So on this occasion, now he is in vacation period. ஒரு லீவுக்கு வந்திருக்கிறார். வந்தவர் சரி உங்களுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஜூனியர்ஸுக்கு ஒரு இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றதுக்காக வந்து ஒரு இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் செஷன் வந்து ரெடி பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். Is it right? So you have to use this session and gather the knowledge, whatever his thoughts. So you have to share your thoughts and do this session interactive one. Is it right? So thank you. So now Mr. Arun Natarajan will take care of this session.
Thank you. Hey guys, good afternoon. Okay, நல்லா சாப்பிட்டீங்களா? தமிழ் யாருக்குன்னு தெரியாது? கேட்டுருக்குங்க? 100% தமிழ் சொல்லுங்க.
On behalf of management principal, we would like to honor our chief guest. So small welcome from our side. Thank you.
Okay, கரெக்டா லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் செஷன் ஆரம்பிக்குது. யாரும் தூங்கிட மாட்டீங்கல்ல? வாய்ப்புகள் நிறைய இருக்கு. எத்தனை பேர் தயிர் சாதம் சாப்பிட்டீங்க? தயிர் சாதம் சாப்பிட்டீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா ஆகும். சாம்பார் சாதம் கொஞ்ச நேரம் தாங்கும். தயிர் சாதம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 5 நிமிஷம் தான். ஓகே, ரைட். So okay guys, why we are here? Okay, in this today's session, okay, we are going to discuss about containers and Kubernetes. See, it's not like a one man army show. நான் மட்டும் தான் பேசணும், நீங்க சைலண்டா இருக்கணும்ன்றது இல்ல. நடுவுல உங்களுக்கு எந்த விதமான டவுட்ஸா இருந்தாலும் so we want to have for just 1.5 hours. That is until 3:30. உங்களுக்கு எந்த டவுட்டா இருந்தாலும் அது A என்ன B என்னன்றது தெரிஞ்சனாலும் கேளுங்க. I am here to help you because physical sessionல கத்துக்கிற மாதிரி வேற எங்கேயுமே வராது. Though you are learning on online or virtual or whatever it is, physical sessionல கத்துக்கிற மாதிரி வராது. So a college which has arranged for you this session is please make use of it and get the knowledge of it. Okay. And okay, so to say about me, so I am a principal architect. So where I am providing the architectural design for the infrastructures. So people who are here for CSE or IT background, so when you guys are producing a product into an IT industry, either a Java application or PHP application or whatever it is, okay, அதோட architecture வந்து எப்படி டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? So அந்த architecture எப்படி டிசைன் பண்றோம்ன்றது தான் வந்து it's my job. Okay, what is the right to scratch? For building கட்டும்போது we will have the 3D or CAD diagram, right? So this is all, this is bedroom, this is the measurement and all those stuff. So likewise, when we are delivering a product or delivering a service in the IT industry, and I will be designing the initial framework. Okay, so that is my principal job here. And I have 15+ years of experience and I am a 2007 passed out of MSAJC. I am proud to say, அப்ப இந்த ஆட்கள் இன்னும் ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. அப்பதான் இந்த பில்டிங்கை கட்டிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அப்பதான் 2007 நாங்க வெளியே போகும்போது. Okay, so I am much privileged to take a session for my college students. Right? And I am a member of this cloud community since 2007. How we many of you are a part of a technical community here? How many of you? Can you just raise your hands? How many of you are part of the technical community? நிறைய இருக்கு, thousands மேல இருக்கு டெக்னிக்கல் கம்யூனிட்டி. சென்னையிலும் நிறைய இருக்கு, ஆல் ஓவர் இந்தியா இருக்கு, ஆல் ஓவர் த வேர்ல்டுல கூட இருக்கு. ஓகே, எத்தனை பேர்கிட்ட வந்து இன்ஸ்டா ஃபேஸ்புக் அக்கௌண்ட் இருக்கு? 90%, right? Okay, but on a technical, just to try to be a part of a technical community where it will be 100% useful for your technical growth or for your career path. If you are not sure about what is the technical community, wherever region wherever group people will come along, okay, regardless of a designation, whether you are a fresher or manager or whatever it is, people will get along and they will discuss the technical stuff. If you group study பண்ற மாதிரி, so நாளைக்கு ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் நான் டெக்னிக்கல் டெலிவர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அதை எப்படி டிசைன் பண்ணணும்ன்றது எனக்கு என்னன்றது தெரியல அப்படின்னா நான் யாருக்கான கேள்வி தெரிஞ்சு அந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை வந்து நான் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணலாம். எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் அட் ஃப்ரீ ஆஃப் காஸ்ட். ஒன்லி திங் which we need to make it is time. நம்ம டைம் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும், நிறைய டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணணும், நிறைய பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்ணணும், அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டை டெவலப் பண்ணணும். So the most 90% of the software products which is available in the market because of only the community. Community இல்லாம வந்துட்டு எந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டுமே இங்க கிடையாது. முதல்ல வந்து விளையாட்டுத்தனமா டிஸ்கஷன்ல வரது. So how many of you work in the Linux platform here so far? Okay, what is it? We have final year students here. No? Is it students? Third year. Okay, even if it is the third year, Unix, Linux, சரி எத்தனை பேர் ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? ஓகே, நீங்க இது ஜெனரல் டிஸ்கஷன் தான், உங்க கேள்வி கேட்கலாம்னு வச்சுக்காதீங்க. ஓகே, இப்போ லைனக்ஸ் OS ஒர்க் பண்றீங்களா? எந்த ஃப்ளேவர்? காலை லினக்ஸ். ஓகே, இப்போ லைனக்ஸ்ல எத்தனை ஃப்ளேவர்ஸ் இருக்கு தெரியுமா? யூ நோ? ஓகே, யூ ஹேவ் மல்டிபிள் லைக் ஃபெடோரா, சென்டோரியஸ், உபுண்டு, காலி, like it goes on. Okay, so do you know what is the father of Linux? Who is the father of Linux? Okay, father of Linux is the Linus Torvalds. Okay, what is the base of a Linux OS? If you want to get into the IT industry, these are the very basic questions which you should know. It's a very this is the ABCD மாதிரி இருக்கு. The base of a Linux OS is nothing but the Unix. Okay, so even this Linux is formed from the Unixes is from the AT&T community. There were some 4 to 5 people like Ken Thompson, Linus Torvalds, or like ஒரு 4 பேர் விளையாடுறமா இருந்து சண்டை போட்டு ஆரம்பிச்சு வெளியே வந்ததுதான் Linux OS. And 90% of the IT products applications are running on the Linux OS on the base. If you use Facebook, Insta, Amazon, most of the websites have the base layer as a Linux OS. Okay, how many of you here are involved into the software development? Web application development. How many of you? Even a small, not in the large. Okay. So what is it? Mobile or web application? Okay. What is the platform? Sorry? Please be louder. In the language, Java, PHP, .NET, Java. Okay. So you have a Java code, right? So if you would have developed the Java code by using any IDE like Eclipse or Navigator or whatever it is. Okay. And where do you run your code? Where do you test your application? So code ready-ஆ இருக்கு, அது எங்க எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணி எப்படி பாப்பீங்க? எங்க ரன் பண்ணுவீங்க கோட? சரி, browser. சரி, okay, and from where the browser is running? So it's a web application, so you are testing in the browser. That's correct. And where the browser is running? The browser will be running on any base OS, right? Either it is Windows or Linux. Okay. So it is important to understand the architecture of our product. எங்க ஆரம்பிக்குது எங்க முடியுதுன்றது நடுவுல மட்டும் நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா again we won't be understanding the actual use of a product. So try to understand the architecture of the product at always. Okay. So you will be getting a lot into the you will be learning a lot from the communities. Try to join into the technical communities where you guys can sharpen your skills. So whatever whether you are a developer or whether you are the other kind of a programmer or architecture or a DBA or whatever it is. So I am part of this Cloud and Cloud community, and you will get to know what is this Cloud and Cloud community is all about from this video.
We are Cloud and Cloud Tech Community. We present you all with a warm welcome. Cloud and Cloud was started by Richie Abawa, who is a cancer survivor in January 2011. He is helping the tech community and cancer children past 2 decades. Officially registered in January 2015 to keep helping cancer children on its record. Our mission is to create a permanent platform to save many cancer children their education, aiming to save 2 million children from cancer, aiming to create 1 lakh years from their confusion to get rid of their underworkers. Our future plan is to create many initiatives for cancer children and free education for rural people. We believe in making a difference and giving back to society. Our journey began 17 years ago with a simple idea to help those in need, and today we are proud to have achieved so much. Over the years, we have mentored and provided free education to 4,789 people. We have also provided mentoring to 1.8 lakh people and delivered more than 5,000 tech meetups to help them improve their technical skills. Our community is committed to creating awareness of food and cancer precautions, and we have spent over 8,000 hours uplifting our community professionals during our free mentorship and training programs. Our goal is to empower leaders to present themselves with confidence, humility, and fearlessness in front of any audience. Did you know that every year, thousands of children are diagnosed with childhood cancer? It's a devastating disease that impacts not just the children, but also their families. At Cloud and Loud, we have made our mission to help these children and their families in any way we can. Through our efforts, we have saved 9,237 children from cancer illness, and we are committed to saving 2 million more. We aim to bring many leaders to the stage without any ego, without any stage fear, with more humanity. Join us in making a difference. Be a part of the Cloud and Cloud community and help us make a difference in the lives of those in need. Together, we can and together we will. We present our team here and a few words from them.
community has done a lot of free trainings, mentorship, and career guidance to aspiring professionals and is continuing on this path with the noble cause of creating a platform to help the cancer children.
Travelers is a community who come together to help cancer children who are in need of financial support. We make a living for what we earn, but we make a life for what we give. It's a beautiful reminder for everyone to come together to bring a positive change to this world.
Hi, kudos to Cloud Love Tech Community team and to founder Mr. Vijay Balan for his flawless work in mentoring and creating leaders to save cancer children. Join us in this mission to save cancer children across the globe. Thank you.
Alone, we can do a difference. Together, we can do a lot. Let's join together for the good cause and make our community better.
There is no powerful change greater than a community discovering what it cares about. It is a great corporate market JVP, and I'm so happy and proud to be a part of the community team member.
It's been an amazing experience, completing like-minded individuals, learning about the latest things and challenging them. I have been delighted to be part of the Earth Tech community and to take part in the noble cause of saving cancer children.
So this is the tech community which I am part of it. Okay, so where people are from the different parts of the world, they are contributing for the training purpose, okay, and for the technical upscaling. So what we do from this community. So we will help people to grow technically and also whatever the revenue which we are getting from it, and we are saving the cancer children around the world. So it is like a win-win situation to be a part of this community. Okay. So now let's get into the topic. So we are going to discuss about the containers and the Kubernetes. Okay, why we need this containers and the Kubernetes? So directly jumping into to know about what is container and what is Kubernetes, let's go back. Okay, let's go back and reference the history, and we will come to know why we need this containers and Kubernetes. Next. Okay. So in the 90s period, that is where we used to say the 90s kids, right? At the time, when the web applications got developed, what is the infrastructure? What is the infrastructure design which we have? So now, if you want to develop an application, so through which platform you guys are developing it? If you want to develop any application or any product that is in the IT, how you can able to develop it? From the mobile you can able to develop it? Okay. Laptop. Okay. What is the results of a laptop? So when you want to install a software, it will be having the minimum requirement, right? Okay. So whether you can able to put all the front end, back end, okay, and the storage, everything within the single laptop, is it possible? See, this were possible to a small extent. Okay. Next. So now, when you want to develop a single application, during the 90s time, the mobile application or the web application, okay, where we were in need of a large infrastructure. Okay, okay. Next. So when we want to develop a single application where we need an individual servers, where we were in need of individual servers, for the front end I will be having a separate Java server, for back end I will be having a separate DB server, and to expose my data. To expose my data to the outside I will be having a separate web server, and to monitor the transaction I will be having a log server. So for each and every services where I will be having a individual rack servers. So you might get along with the CSC department where you will be having a server room. So where our applications being running or being hosted. So in the 90s, we were having a huge infrastructure. We are in need of a huge infrastructure even to deliver a small application. And what happened? And what happened next to it? In the 2000, the technology has boomed, okay, and where we were having a large server, and the other technology came in, which is called as a virtualization. Using the virtualization, we were able to minimize the hardware resource. We were able to minimize the hardware resources rather than using the 4 individual servers. I was able to put all those 4 individual servers into a single VMware virtual machine. Next. So this is a single VMware virtual machine where you will, at the base, you will be installing either Windows or Linux software, and over it, you will be having a software called VMware or Oracle. Anyone have worked on this VMware or Oracle virtual box? Okay, in your Linux, you have told you have worked in the Linux, right? Whether it's a base OS or it's a VMware OS. VMware. Okay, and what is the VMware tool? Which was it? VirtualBox. Okay, I think it would be the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, why? Okay, why you need to use the VMware? Why can't you directly install the Linux on the direct on the hard disk? Sorry, you are still learning. Okay, right. See, let me tell you the advantage. Why we are using this VMware? See, when we would have come across working in Windows, let's say for 10 years or 15 years, right? After 10 years or 15 years, if you want to directly switch to the Linux, where we will be not be in a position to work directly into the Linux, because we might not know what are the commands which are being used there. So to use both Windows and Linux at the same time, to work between the both Windows and Linux at the same time, where we will be using this VMware software. And using this VMware software, we can able to run multiple OSs, Mac OS, Linux OS, Windows, or even any number of OS, where you can able to run under a single machine. That is either your laptop or even in mobile also we can able to do it. So that is the advantage of using the VMware software. That is introduced in the time of 2000. Okay, people want to develop a product in the Windows, they will be developing it in a single machine. Okay, people want to develop a product into the Linux device programming or whatever it is. So நம்ம client கிட்ட நம்ம வேற requirement இருக்கும். இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் எங்களுக்கு விண்டோஸ்ல டெவலப் பண்ணி கொடுங்க, இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ல லைனக்ஸ்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணி கொடுங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி we will be getting the different kind of requirements. So ஒரு requirement ஒரு விஷயம் நம்ம வந்து we cannot purchase it. If we are purchasing it, our budget will be goes high. So what is the thing which we can able to, which people were doing? What are people were doing? They were using the VMware and they were using the dual boot OS. By using the dual boot OS, they were able to develop the product. So when after using this VMware, I was able to install my front end Java, my back end database server, and my proxy web server, and also my log server. So all 4 services have been installed in a single machine. Out of using 4 machines, now I was using only 1 machine. That is a consolidation. So in the around 2000, so this VMware technology has played a major role in the infrastructure. Okay, so even if you guys are going for an interview or whatever it is, so they might ask you which OS you are familiar with. Okay, and what are the different flavors of OS which you have worked on. So if you want to work on Linux and Windows, you don't want to have two separate laptops to work on it. So you can have a VMware, and over a VMware you can install both the OS and you can work on both the OS parallel. So that is the advantage of using this VMware. And we had another advantage over this VMware around 2010. So that is what we are going to see now. Okay, till 2000, in this VMware, where people were using the VMware, okay, this development of the software became a very hassle, and it was a very hard job to develop and to deliver. Okay, to develop and deliver. So there will be a group of developers where 30 to 55 people will be developing a product. Okay, now say for example, you can take any product as an example, like IRCTC website, or even the Facebook, or even our college website. So who is hosting our college website? Any idea? MSHJC college website. It is hosted by whom? இதெல்லாம் கண்டிப்பா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். TNC இதுதானே நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, and what technology and what platform the website has been developed? So all the projects which you can able to do within the college, where you guys don't want to go outside. So you can review the products or the applications which is available within the college, and you can discuss among the same, and you can get the knowledge of it. Okay. So developing a project, coming on to the point. So developing a project, okay, from a large number of developers. Now let's say if I have 50 developers and 20 to 30 infrastructure guys, okay, to make the project completion. After this 50 people develop the project, I need to independent of this infrastructure guys to deploy the application. So where they will deploy it and how they will deploy it. So when this Docker came into the picture after this 2010, okay, around 2010 when the Docker technology came into the picture, so where there is no dependency for the developer to depend on the infrastructure guys. So they will develop it. So if you are a developer, you can develop a product and you can deploy it and you can start testing it. So that is the main advantage of this Docker systems which came into the market, and which is also can be called as the DevOps, development plus operation. And a single resource and a single person can able to do his own deployment, and he can able to deploy the application on his own, okay, and he can able to test it. So where he might not in need of the other person to test it. So that is the advantage of this DevOps, and that is the main tool here which we are using, the Docker system. So in the Docker system, what are the main advantages? So when we have a single physical server, we will have the as a host operating system. So what is the host operating system which I am referring here? What is the base host operating system which I am referring here? What it can be? Windows or Linux. So the previous one which we have discussed is in VMware, where we need a VMware software. Over the VMware software, we will be installing multiple OSs. But whereas in the Docker system, what will happen here is after having a base OS here, and we will be installing a Docker, okay, and over the Docker we will be directly running our application. Over the Docker, again, we don't need any OS. That is the latest technology which is available now. Over the Docker, we don't want to install any applications, any OSs, Windows or Linux or whatever it is. So you will be having your product, either it is Java or PHP, as in like a bundle. இப்போ the one who told the developed a Java application. So what is the extension which you have been using? Someone here. What is the file extension which you have been using with Java? Super discussion on the upper JavaScript as extension .js, right? But .js, .jar, .var, that is the application file, right? And the application file is fine. The container is protocol. So once you have, see, you can develop a Java application, and she can develop a PHP application. Okay, where I will be having my PHP file. Okay, in a single mission, I can just deploy those files I can deploy those files as a bundle, and I can just start testing the application. So where I don't need a big infrastructure to test different types of applications, whether it is .NET or PHP or Java or Node.js or Spring Boot or whatever it is. That is the main advantage of introduction of a Docker system and the container. அப்போ உங்களோட ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷனும் வந்து எப்படி இருந்தாலும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு கண்டெய்னர் வேற இருந்தாலும் கண்டெய்னர்ன்றது கண்டெய்னர் இட்ஸ் a simple service. ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் வே பேக் 2000ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவல் பெரிய சர்வர்ல ரன் ஆகும். But now what it has made is each and every application will be running as like a service. So that is the major advantage in the running the service as a container. So here you can able to see I am running my Java server, MySQL or front end or back end. So this contributes for one application. So let's say if you guys are developing on one application, if you need a business ஆரம்பிக்கிறீங்க www. என்ன business ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்? பரவாயில்ல சத்தமா கேட்கல சத்தமா சொல்லுங்க பரவாயில்ல. So if you are having an aspect to start a business, so what is the business name? யாருக்குமே entrepreneur ஆகணும்ன்ற ஆசை கிடையாதா? And here you don't having to become an entrepreneur. Business ஆரம்பிக்கணும்ன்ற Okay, let's say if you guys are starting let's say biryani business, okay, www.biryaniready.com, okay, that is the online system, okay, where you have developed the application where you don't have any retail customers. Nerla வந்து யாரும் இல்ல online la order, okay, and you have that என்ன நேம் சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கு. Okay, right, biryaniready.com. So I might develop. I have developed this biryaniready.com in this Java and this, okay, and this group has developed the application using a Java, and these group has developed using a PHP. இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு பிளாட்ஃபார்முமே நான் ஒரே சிஸ்டம்ல நான் ரன் பண்ணி செக் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா I can able to use the Docker system. So I don't need a large infrastructure. I don't need a large infrastructure to test the different type of the application. That is the main advantage of a Docker. This Docker and Kubernetes is booming a lot. When you come out of your completing your BE degree or even before that, if you are having a quite good knowledge of this Docker and Kubernetes, and you will be grabbed immediately. This is 200% true. You can mark my words. If you are good at the Docker and Kubernetes, you will be grabbed immediately. It's not like a theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge. Okay, and you will be grabbed immediately. Even it is not at the small level. You will be grabbed at a higher level. Okay, right. So this is the main advantage of using the Docker system when I am using the different type of application, right? So இப்போ இது வரைக்கும் அதெல்லாம் டவுட் இருக்கா? Clear? Why we use the Docker system? நீங்க தான். சும்மா சொல்ல தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் சொல்லுங்க. தப்பா சொன்னீங்கன்னா திட்டதான் முடியும். Why we use the Docker system? Sorry? Okay, எல்லா அப்ளிகேஷனும் okay, what you are saying is correct. எல்லா அப்ளிகேஷனும் okay, see what is the base OS in the mobile which you are using? Android வந்துட்டு ஒரு நேம், அது பின்னால ஒண்ணு இருக்கு, அதுக்கு பின்னால ஒண்ணு இருக்கு, அது பேர் என்ன? And okay, and what is the Android OS is developed on? Again with the Java and the C, right? So likewise we can able to have a different applications, okay, under this Docker system. That is the main advantage of a Docker system. Let's say if I am a service provider, okay, I am a AWS or a GCP, Google, or what to say, Microsoft Azure or whatever it is. I may have a different client. There might be a hospital owner who will come to me. Please post my hospital data, website, and everything. I'm providing all the data to you. Okay, and this side he might run a financial institution like HDFC Bank or whatever it is. Okay, our angle எங்க டேட்டாவை நீங்க ரன் பண்ணுங்கன்னு. So இப்போ ஹாஸ்பிடல் இருந்து ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிடல் கிளையண்ட், that is from the medicine field. I have one more client as a financial, and I can have one from food industry like Zomato, and from another one for the entertainment industry. For each and every industry, I cannot host a huge infrastructure. Okay, say for example, if I need to spend or if I need to invest like 5 lakhs for a single customer for building an infrastructure, for 4 customers, I need to invest 20 lakhs. That is on the traditional system. Okay, but by using this Docker system, I can able to spend just a 5 lakh and I can able to host all the 4 applications. That is the main advantage of using the Docker system. It's not only அந்த காசு மட்டும் கம்மி பண்ணாத டாக்கர் சிஸ்டம். மெயின் அட்வான்டேஜ் என்னன்னா உங்களோட மேனேஜபிலிட்டி வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும். மேனேஜபிலிட்டி, ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷனை ரன் பண்ணும்போது இந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து நம்ம டெவலப் பண்ணி கொடுத்தோம் முடியாது. அதுக்கப்புறம் சர்வீஸ், மெயின்டெனன்ஸ், அப்கிரேட்ஸ், there will be a lot of things, right? So on that base also, this Docker will be so easy to maintain it, and that's why this Docker it's a hot selling software in the market right now. Next. Okay, so now here we have a problem statement. See, எந்த ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கனாலும் you should have a problem statement at first. ஏன்னா எந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டுமே வந்துட்டு 100% கரெக்டா ரன் ஆகாது. எதனா ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கும், right? At any extent. So what are the business which you guys started? biryaniready.com. Okay, first let's say for first month I'm getting 100 customers, right? Day by day my number of customers are increasing, right? And what will happen to the website when the number of traffic is getting increased? What will happen to your website? Okay, let me give you another example. Let's say you are about to order a watch in Amazon website. You are just typing some watch brand name and some details, and where it is about to come to that page. Okay, on the first day I am getting those watch details, but when multiple customers are available for Amazon, okay, when I am doing the same search, it is taking long time. So when I am doing the search, I am not getting the result. So what I will do, I will switch over to the another website. Amazon ரொம்ப டைம் எடுக்குது, எந்த டீட்டெயில் பார்த்தாலும் வர மாட்டேங்குது. Then I will switch over to the next, like Flipkart or Snapdeal or whatever it is. Same as like that. இப்போ உங்க businessக்கு when the number of customers are increasing, so when the number of customers are increasing, I need to increase the capacity of my application. So that is the maintenance of the application. So when you are developing a product, it is not like ஒரு நாள் டெவலப் பண்றோம் கொடுத்துட்டு அவ்வளோ முடிச்சு போச்சுங்க. So we need to be there for the we need to face the problems and the concerns. So that is the same thing. So when I'm starting this business, let's say I'm having 4 customers. Next year I may have 40 customers. Then my infrastructure will be so big. Okay. So I can handle 5 people. That's as a family man, I can able to handle 5 people. So is it possible for me to handle 50 people? Of course, no. யாரா எந்த ஹியூமனாலும் முடியாது. ஒரு டே டு டே லைஃப்ல 50 people ஹேண்டில் பண்ண முடியாது. So I need some special skills. இப்போ நீங்களே ஒரு ஆஃபீஸ்க்கு போறீங்க, உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு 4 ஒர்க்கு கொடுக்குறாங்க, உங்களால பண்ண முடியும். இந்த 40 ஒர்க்கு கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா, so you need extra resource, right? You need extra resource. You need extra skills, right? You need extra infrastructure, right? And that is where here the problem statement is getting arising. Okay, so when I have multiple containers running on the Docker, so what is the solution? So how can I able to manage it? Okay, so the solution here it will be, okay, so there is a term called orchestration, container orchestration. So what do you mean by orchestration? What do you mean by orchestration? Richard, what do you mean by orchestration? Anybody else? What do you mean by orchestration on a simple terms? Orchestration is what? Group of containers. I'm not asking the technical terms. On a general English, what do you mean by orchestration? Orchestration. Richard. So when you are coming out, also your English knowledge is must, because most of the things will be revolving around this communication skills. Okay, so let me put you in the simple way. If you when the orchestra group under the right, music orchestra group. So what it actually does? So there will be a group of music players, and where they will be delivering a music. So அவங்க டெலிவர் பண்ணும்போது எல்லாருமே கரெக்டா சேர்ந்து வாசிக்கணும். ஆளாளும் கொண்டு வாசிச்சா கேட்கறதுக்கு நல்லா இருக்குமா? So orchestration is having a multiple things at one place and delivering what is required, right? So இந்த பெரிய ஆர்கெஸ்ட்ரா ஓப்பராலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 100 பேர் உட்கார்ந்து ஸ்டேஜ்ல வாசிப்பாங்க, but they will be delivering a perfect output of what is expected. Same as like that here. When I have multiple containers, okay, ஒரு 50-100 container இருக்கும்போது அந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து நான் எப்படி என்னால டெலிவர் பண்ண முடியும்? Okay, so அதுக்கு வந்துட்டு we have multiple products in the market. Okay, so there was one product which came into the market is Rancher. Susan or company Rancher என்ற ஒரு product introduce பண்ணாங்க, but it was not able to meet the requirement. And then we had another product called as Nomad from HashiCorp. Okay, in the HashiCorp மூலமாவும் இந்த நிறைய containers வந்து orchestration பண்ண முடியல அப்படின்னா it was not able to meet the large enterprise requirements. ஒரு பெரிய கம்பெனியோட requirement வந்துட்டு it is not able to fulfill. And the next one is the Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm was another enterprise which came into the market, and which is also was not able to fulfill the orchestration tool requirement. So finally, what happened is, next, okay, there is another product which was introduced by Google at the around year of 2015. Okay, this Kubernetes tool was introduced first by Google, and now currently it is maintained by a community. New community, CNCF. There is a large community which is where they are maintaining this Kubernetes orchestration tool. So, how do we manage the number of containers by using the orchestration tool of the Kubernetes? Okay. Next. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about how this Kubernetes works. Okay. So is there any doubt? Kubernetes, containers, Docker system, virtualization machine, all clear? Okay. So in this Kubernetes, okay. So if now Kubernetes is the director on the technical cupola, so I'm just getting into the on a layman's scale. Okay, for layman's scale example, I will get into the what actually Kubernetes means on the technical term. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now let's say I'm in an harbor. I have my control ship. இப்போ நம்ம beach station போனோம்னா வந்து இப்போ நிறைய containers வந்து இறக்கும்ல. So where we will be having a monitor, controller, and the admin. So now consider. So now I have a control ship. So what the control ship does is, I am getting a lot of noise from this side. Black shirt, red shirt. Okay. So let's say I have a control ship on the sea. Okay. Now it usually controls the other cargo missions. Next. So now let's say I have two cargo ships, that is 1 and 2. Okay, which is about to land here, and where these two cargo ships will be working based on the instructions from the control ship. So in the control ship என்ன சொல்லுதோ அததான் வந்து that cargo ship will be able to execute. Next. Okay. So now for each and every ship we will be having something called as a captain, right? So where this captain will be providing the instructions, and where there will be another admin which will be executed from the cargo ship. So whatever cargo ship there will be one captain where they will be executing it. Next. Okay. So the instructions will be passed on from the control ships to the cargo ships. Next. Next. Okay. So now here if you are able to see in the cargo ships, we will be having multiple containers. So the vessels பார்த்துட்டீங்களா அதுல வந்து passengers இருக்காது வெறும் containers மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும். So where it will load the containers and it will get along with the seashore. Next. So so we will be having the multiple containers on both the cargo ships. Go ahead. So what I'm trying to say here is the cargo ships it will load the containers and it won't do anything, but the instructions will be coming from the control ship. It's like a father in a family or the manager in a team and the team members தான் actually work பண்ணுவாங்க. மேனேஜர் வந்து instructions மட்டும் தான் கொடுப்பார். So the same concept works here. Okay, the actual work is done by the cargo ships, and where the instructions will be given by the control ships. Okay, so now back. Okay, so now on a layman term it is called as a control ship and cargo ship, but in Kubernetes terms it is called as a master node and that is called as a worker node. So where your application is running is the worker node. Actual application run ஆகிறது எங்கன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா that will be running on the worker node and where instructions will be getting on from the master node. Next. Okay. So in this Kubernetes architecture, the important thing which we need to understand is a node and a pod and a container. So these are the three important objects which we need to know if we want to work on the Kubernetes technology. Okay, next one. So node is nothing but it's a physical or a virtual server. What is the physical server and what is the virtual server here? Anybody? What is the physical server? What is the virtual server? CSC third year இருக்கீங்களா? Virtual server என்ன physical server என்ன? சரி physical server என்ன? Guys, you need to come up. ரொம்ப பேசிக் கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப வீக்கா இருக்கு. Physical server என்ன? Networking? This side? Physical server is nothing but your computer or your laptop where you are running your application. And virtual server is nothing but cloud technology. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Cloud. Okay, so what is the cloud? சும்மா discussion தான். What is the cloud? Data storage. Correct. Anything more? சத்தமா சொல்லுங்க. தப்பா இருந்தா பரவாயில்ல. What is the cloud? What is the cloud server? Amazon இருக்கு, Azure, Microsoft Azure இருக்கு, Google GCP இருக்கு cloud servers. What is the cloud server? Sorry? Virtual environment. Perfect. Virtual environment. So that is what do you mean? இருக்கு ஆனா இல்ல. So that is to run on any application we don't need a physical machine. Okay? Where we can able to deploy our data or deploy our files and everything on a cloud server and from wherever we can access it. So now say for example if I am saving some of the data in my laptop, okay, and I want to do the presentation next day in my college and I don't have my laptop. So from where I can able to get the file? And the OneDrive is cloud. So if we are having a data on the OneDrive or CloudBox or Google Drive or wherever it is, we can able to access the data from anywhere, and that is nothing but the virtual server. So when you are saving a data, do you know what is the OS which you are saving it? உங்க files எங்க சேவ் ஆகுதுன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? இப்போ நீங்க OneDrive சொல்றீங்களா, உங்க ஃபைல் எங்க பிசிக்கலா எங்க இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமா? We might not. It can be in India or US or Australia, wherever it is. Our cloud எங்க வச்சிருக்கா நமக்கு தெரியாது. But it will be saved somewhere, and that is nothing but the virtual server. Okay, next. And next one is the pod, the logical wrapper for the containers. So in the node குள்ள ஒரு pod இருக்கும். அந்த pod குள்ள தான் வந்துட்டு where you will be running your applications. Next. So that is the last one is the container. So which we have been discussing. Containers will be running as a package as an application, right? Which I have told. So what is the container? Executable unit of a software in which application code is packaged along with the libraries. இப்போ ஒரு Java application நீங்க இங்க deploy பண்ணனும் அப்படினா where the Java application will be having its libraries. The Java libraries னா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? .xml, .config.xml அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய லிஸ்ட் இருக்கு. PHP applicationனா அதுக்குண்டான libraries. Spring Bootனா அதுக்குண்டான libraries. So likewise, so that is called as a final package or the final container. Okay, so that is the difference between the node, pod and the container. Next. So inside a node, we can have n number of pods. Next. And inside a node, we can have under the single pod, we can able to have more than one container also. That is, we can able to run two different applications. One is Java and one is PHP, or one is database. One is front end and the back end. That's how you can able to run a pod. Okay, next. So this is the actual architecture of the Kubernetes. ஒரு ரியல் டைம்ல ஒரு ஆபீஸ்க்கு போய் அப்படின்னா ஒரு குபர்நெட்டிஸோட ஆர்கிடெக்சர் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க, இல்ல அது எப்படி இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றதுன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியணும் அப்படின்னா this is the actual architecture of the Kubernetes, where you will be having one master node and where you will be having n number of worker nodes. What is the use of a worker node? Worker node எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றோம்? To execute the program. Perfect. And what is the master node? It gives the instruction. பேச மட்டும் தான் செய்வோம், வேலை செய்ய மாட்டாங்க. இதை பண்ணு அதை பண்ணுமா, வேலை செய்ய மாட்டாங்க. வேலை செய்யறது ஒருத்தர். Okay. So likewise, if we are hosting 10, 100 or even 1000 application, என்னோட worker node மட்டும் தான் increase பண்ணிட்டே போவோம். master node நான் increase பண்ண மாட்டேன். The worker node is nothing but my physical server, my laptop or my physical server or my virtual server or whatever it is. Okay, so based on my requirement, I can have one master node and one worker node. And application கம்மியா தான் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ஒரு master node ஒரு worker node. When I have large number of applications, I need to keep on increasing my worker nodes. Okay, next. Okay, so what is the main communication? What is the main protocol communication which is being happening? Okay, so you have developed an application, right, and a Java application. So what is the front end is Java and what is the back end? Sorry? Node. No, what is the database I'm asking? Backend. இங்க நிறைய டேட்டா இருக்கு. ஒரு கஸ்டமர் டேட்டா வந்து ஒரு 1000 10,000 கஸ்டமர் டேட்டா வச்சிருக்கீங்க. And where you will store that? So see, as I told you, you guys are starting a business and a website called biryaniready.com, right? Day by day the number of customers are increasing it. So you will be maintaining the customer database, right? So ஒரு வாட்டி கஸ்டமர் வந்து அவங்களோட ஃபுல் டீடைல்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க என்டர் பண்ண சொல்லுவீங்களா உங்களோட வெப்சைட்ல? So let's say if you are developing on a website, every time whether you will be asking the customer to input all their details, obviously no. So the first time we will be getting the customer data and we will be saving in our database. So to develop any application without database, an application cannot be developed. So database is a mandatory which we will be having. One front end, one back end is nothing but developing an application. Front end can be Java, .NET, Spring Boot, Visual Code or whatever. Back end. So what are the database available in the market? SQL. Where? Microsoft SQL, Oracle DB, NoSQL, Postgre, MongoDB, Cassandra. There are many open tools are available in the market. Okay, what do you mean by open source tool? Free. எல்லாம் நிறைய சாஃப்ட்வேர் ஃப்ரீயாவே இருக்கு. நீங்க டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணி ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷனை ரெடி பண்ணி wonder பண்ணலாம். If you are making a product is ready and if the product is catchy, people will pay crore and crore. That's how there are many startups are happening even in Chennai or around India. ஒரு சின்ன ப்ராடக்ட்டை விளையாட்டு போல ஆரம்பிக்கிறாங்க, அது திடீர்னு டெவலப் ஆயிடுது, இல்லை ஃபேமஸ் ஆயிடுது, இல்லை ஒரு பெரிய கம்பெனிக்கு இவங்களோட ப்ராடக்ட்டை பிடிச்சிருக்கு அப்படின்னா they will take the copyright patent. ஒரு அமௌண்ட் உங்களுக்கு பே பண்ணிட்டு they will take the patent. ஸோ வந்து நானும் ஓனர் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஓகே, ஸோ you might know about in YouTube காப்பிரைட் இஷ்யூஸ் வருதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, தெரியுங்களா? காப்பிரைட் இஷ்யூஸ், காப்பிரைட் கிளைம். என்னோட ஆடியோவை எடுத்து அவங்க யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ அப்படி பண்ணோன்னா என்ன, யூடியூப்ல சேனல் பிளாக் ஆகிடும். ஸோ they are not getting a patent. So same as like that, when you are developing a product, you can able to get the patent by getting the financial thing, right? So let's not get the okay. So how this master node and this worker node is getting communicated? So in the rendu communication eppadi nadakudhu? By what protocol? So when we are developing an application, we will have one front end and one back end. Appo the communication eppadi nadakudhu? Sorry? API. Perfect. So API calls. So API calls which we have get, put, delete. The get, put, get வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல. Where in the database which we will be using, database ஒரு query அடிக்கணுமா? Select star from, insert, update, delete. The same thing which we use in the API. So the communication between the two interfaces, that is front end and back end, it will happen by using the API, application program interface. Everything will happen the application interface. இப்போ நீங்க ஒரு வெப்சைட் குள்ள போறீங்க, say for example some zoom.com, அந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து உங்களோட ஜிமெயில் அக்கௌண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணலாமான்னு கேக்குது. டக்கு நீங்க ஜிமெயில் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா டக்குன்னு உங்களோட ஜிமெயில் இருக்கிற கான்டாக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே இங்க ஜூம் குள்ளோட இருக்கும். How it's happening? So Zoom is making an API call. Zoom is making an API call to the Gmail account of yours, and it is getting all the details since you are giving a permission. நீங்க permission கொடுக்கறதுனால அந்த API call மூலமா எல்லா டீடைல்ஸும் it will take it and it will fetch into its database. Same as like that, the communication is happening between this worker node and the master node by the main server called as a Kube API server. So in the master node main engineer vandha Kube API server. The Kube API server down arch appadina Kubernetes is flat. Okay, next. Okay, so where your actual pods will be running, where your actual containers will be running, that will be running on the worker node. Okay, right. Next. Okay, so back. Okay, in the master node we have another important component called as etcd server. So Kubernetes liye or inbuilt database irukku. Kubernetes kullaye or inbuilt database irukku where we don't have any external database. Kubernetes kullaye or internal database irukku, that is called as a etcd database. So in the Kubernetes kullaye nadakra எல்லா டிரான்சாக்ஷனையுமே லாக் பண்ணி வைக்கும். எத்தனை ஒர்க்கர் நோட ஆட் ஆகுது, எத்தனை ஒர்க்கர் நோட்ல எத்தனை அப்ளிகேஷன் ரன் ஆகுது, எந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு, எந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து எந்த யூசர்ஸ் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணாங்க, எவ்வளோ யூசர்ஸ் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணாங்க, எல்லா டீடைல்ஸுமே ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றதுக்கு தான் வந்து we will have a internal database, that is the etcd server. Next one, control manager. Control manager is another component which we have in the Kubernetes. What to do and when to do. So that will be made by the control manager service. So which will be controlling all the worker nodes from the master node. Next. Scheduler. The scheduler will be useful to make the worker nodes. Okay. If I want to launch 50 containers, okay, if I want to launch 50 containers, so where I will launch the 50 containers? The 50 containers is nothing but the 50 applications. So whether I can be able to launch all the 50 containers in the worker node 1, can I do it? So the scheduler will check whether the worker node is having a capacity or not. 50 அப்ளிகேஷனும் அந்த ஒர்க்கர் நோட்ல ரன் பண்ணா தாங்குமா தாங்காதான்னு செக் பண்ணிட்டு 50 அப்ளிகேஷனை ஒர்க்கர் நோட்ல ரன் பண்ணலாமா இல்ல செக்ரிகேட் பண்ணலாமா 4 ஒர்க்கர் நோட்ல டிவைட் பண்ணி செக்ரிகேட் பண்ணி ஒர்க் பண்ணலாமான்றது டிசைட் பண்றது தான் வந்து ஷெட்யூலர். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஆல் த மேனேஜபிலிட்டி ஒர்க் இஸ் டேக்கன் கேர் பை Kubernetes. இப்போ VMware டெக்னாலஜிலாம் வந்து where we will be manually we will think and we will schedule the application. So those hurdles are not there in the Kubernetes, and that is why Kubernetes is being very hard in the market. So when you have a n number of application, you don't want to worry about which application needs to run on the which machine. Just you deploy the application and it will take on its own decision wherever space is available and it will be running on its own. That is the advantage of a scheduler service. Next. Okay. So here let's say if I want to run an application, okay, if I want to run an application, the particular container will not reside on one single worker node. I will be having that one application in 3 worker nodes. Why? Yeah, the one application on 3 worker nodes run. What is the need? Yeah, one worker node is suppose. Yeah, 3 worker nodes run. So say for an example, you guys are going for a movie. For movie போறீங்க 5 பேர் போறீங்க. டிக்கெட் வந்து ஒரு டிக்கெட் போட்டோ இருக்கு. அந்த டிக்கெட் வந்து 5 பேருக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிடுறீங்க. ஏன் 5 பேருக்கு அனுப்புறீங்க? ஒருத்தர் இருந்தா போதாது. ஏன் 5 பேருக்கு அனுப்பணும் அந்த டிக்கெட்? கொஞ்சம் சத்தம். லேட்டா வரலாம் வரவே புசு படம் யாருமே பார்க்க முடியாது. கரெக்டா? யாருமே பார்க்க முடியாது. இப்போ ஒருத்தர்கிட்ட டிக்கெட் இருந்ததுன்னா if that person did turn up, அவர் வரலன்னா 4 பேருமே படம் பார்க்க முடியாது. So there is a dependency which we are creating here. So likewise, அப்ப அந்த கண்டெய்னர் நான் ஒரு ஒர்க்கமும் ரன் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா அந்த ஒரு ஒர்க்கமும் டவுன் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா அப்ளிகேஷனே டவுன். Say for example, நீங்க வந்து அந்த உங்க வெப்சைட்ல ரன் பண்றீங்க, பிரியாணி ரெடி ஃபார் யூ, நீங்க ஒரே ஒரு ஒர்க் நோட்ல ரன் பண்றீங்க. அந்த ஒரு ஒர்க் நோட் டியூ டு சம் மெமரி இஷ்யூ, CPU இஷ்யூ இல்ல பவர் இஷ்யூல டவுன் ஆயிடுது அந்த ஒர்க்கர் நோடு. அப்போ வெப்சைட் டவுன் ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? அப்ளிகேஷன் ஒர்க் ஆகணும்னா பிசினஸ் போச்சு, அவ்வளவுதான். அன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் பிசினஸ் போச்சு. லெட்ஸ் சே இட் இஸ் a weekend. ஓகே, நீங்க எல்லாம் பிரியாணி எல்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சிட்டீங்க. ஒரு 1000-2000 ஆர்டர்ஸ் போகும்னு நீங்க எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ல இருக்கீங்க. அப்ளிகேஷன் டவுன். So what we need to do is we need to do the proper planning. அப்போ ஒண்ணு இல்லைன்னா இது, if it is not, what is the next? So that's how, and that is the reason why we are having our container in the multiple worker nodes. So that is the rollback which we see. If not this, what is next? If not this, what is next? அப்படிதான் வந்து which we need to architect an application. Okay, even if there is a payload, even if one is getting failed, how the application will be still running. So அந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஒரு டிக்கெட்டை வந்து ஒருத்தர்கிட்ட கொடுக்காம 5 பேர் இருக்கு. அந்த 5 பேர்ல யாரா ஒருத்தர் வருவாங்க, we can able to watch the show. So likewise, we are deploying the container in the different worker nodes. Okay, so this is a different application. In the application, நான் 4 worker node deploy பண்றேன். In order to share the load. In order to share the load, in order to share the load and sharing the load among the worker nodes. Next. Okay. Okay. So what are the the Kubernetes, as I told you, Kubernetes is a open source software. Guys, if you want to speak, you can go out of the hall, you can have a lavish conversation, you can come back. Because it will disturb other people who are interested. You can take half an hour or 1 hour, you can have your conversation and you can come back. Okay, thank you. So as I told you, the Kubernetes is an open source tool. Okay, open source tool. Okay, open source tool. Okay, as you told, who is the father of Linux, which I told you in the starting? Linux OS. Okay, Linux OS only where is the OS? కొంచెం సత్తమ్మా Linux OS முன்னாடி எந்த OS இருந்தது மார்க்கெட்ல? யூனிக்ஸ். யூனிக்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி உபுண்டுலாம் 4வது 5வது இடத்துல இருந்தது. யூனிக்ஸ் வந்து 2வது இடத்துல. யூனிக்ஸ்க்கு மேல ஒண்ணு இருந்தது. விண்டோஸ் கிடையாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூனிக்ஸ் யூனிக்ஸ்க்கு வந்ததெல்லாம் அப்புறம் தான் விண்டோஸ். iOS. சரி. Okay, which came into the market? C++ first market வந்ததா Unix வந்ததா market? That is into the idea. C++. C is the base of all the OSs. See, actually what happened is in 1954, okay, for a quick story, AT&T lab. AT&T lab, first people have found who is the father of C and C++? நல்ல ஃபேமஸான பேர் அது. C++ founder. Correct. Dennis Ritchie, Ken Thompson, இவங்கெல்லாம் சேர்ந்து டெவலப் பண்ண OS தான் Unix 1954. Okay, under the AT&T lab. And after finding this Unix OS in the market, ஒரு 15 வருஷம் ஆச்சு. Until 1972. 1972 அந்த ஒரே ஒரு Unix OS தான் வந்துட்டு சின்ன சின்ன கம்பெனில வந்து they were able to run it. பெரிய கம்ப்யூட்டர் வச்சு they were able to run it. அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்துட்டு மார்க்கெட்ல வந்து வேற எந்த OSமே வரல. ஸோ அப்போ என்ன நினைச்சாங்க அப்படின்னா, ஸோ அந்த லேப்ல வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 10-15 பேர், அந்த 10-15 பேரை வச்சு அந்த யூனிக்ஸ் OS வந்து டெவலப் பண்ணாங்க. சரி, நம்மளால இதுக்கப்புறம் எதுவும் டெவலப் பண்ண முடியல, லெட்ஸ் பப்ளிஷ் திஸ் சாஃப்ட்வேர் ஆஸ் அ ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸ். ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸ் அப்படின்னா அதோட பேஸை மட்டும் மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வந்தாங்க. அந்த மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் people can, so இப்போ what to say, இப்போ ஜீனியஸ் வந்து இப்போ இந்த ரூம்ல இருக்காங்க, இந்த ரூம்ல மட்டும் தான் கிடையாது, even out of this room also there might be some genius, right? People who can do that development at a very good pace. So அந்த மாதிரி AT&T லேப்ல மட்டும் the Unix வச்சுக்காம they made it to the public can able to remodify the Unix and they can publish on their own name. அந்த பேஸ் கோட மட்டும் ஓப்பன் சோர்ஸா வச்சுட்டு நீங்க வந்துட்டு யார் வேணாலும் கூட டெவலப் பண்ணி வேற பேர்ல யூ கேன் ஏபிள் டு ரிலீஸ். அப்படி வந்ததுதான் யூனிக்ஸ் வந்து வந்ததுதான் லைனக்ஸ். லைனக்ஸ் வந்து வந்ததுதான் IBM AX OS, IBM HPUX, இன்னொரு OS, Fedora, CentOS, Kali. ஸோ இந்த யூனிக்ஸை பேஸ் பண்ணி வந்ததுதான் வந்து மொத்த எல்லா OSம். So this is called as the open source. So where you can able to free to use, okay, under your name, where you can have your own name and you can develop it. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு OS programming தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா இன்னைக்கு கூட you can take the Unix OS and you can do some modifications using C++ or Java or whatever it is. நீங்க உங்க பேர்ல ரிலீஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ராகேஷ் OS, மணிகண்டன் OS அப்படின்னு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So that is the part of the open source. which is available in the market. இப்போ Kubernetes-உம் அப்படிதான். ஒரு open source மாதிரி Google has made this technology and which was acquired by Red Hat. Red Hat company the Kubernetes வந்துட்டு யூஸ் பண்ணி they have done the remodification and they have released as the name of Red Hat OpenShift Container Platform. It's a product of Red Hat. And then Microsoft Azure, our AKS statement, they have released it. Next. And then the product in demand இருக்கிறதுனால Oracle எடுத்தாங்க. Oracle released on the name of OCF. Next. Amazon also took the product and they have released the name of EKS. And then Google Kubernetes engine. If this product, இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் இவ்வளோ நெசசிட்டி இல்லை இவ்வளோ யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இல்லை அப்படின்னா ஏன் இவ்வளோ பெரிய கம்பெனிஸ் வந்துட்டு எடுத்து அதை வந்து அவங்க நேமில் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணணும்? If there is no demand of this particular product, why all these giant companies have to acquire the product and they need to design it and they need to release it? So it means that there is a lot of demand on this product. So that is the main open source tool, that is the Kubernetes. Or another name and example, what I can give you is, இப்போ ஒரு அசம்பிள்டு ஒரு டிவி இருக்கு. ஒரு அசம்பிள்டு டிவி அப்படின்னா வந்து ஒரு 4-5 பார்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. அதெல்லாம் நான் ஜாயின் பண்ணி ஐ கேன் ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ஸ்டிக்கர் சோனி ஸ்டிக்கர்னு ஒட்டி நான் சோனி டிவி நான் விற்கலாம். I can able to do it, right? Assemble. So I have the source. என்கிட்ட அதோட மதர் போர்டு இருக்கு, சிப் இருக்கு, எல்லாம் இருக்கு. I can assemble it and I can release on that name. So இப்போ டிவின்னு பார்த்தா எல்லாமே பேஸ் ஒன்று தான். இப்போ whatever it is, LG, Onida or வேற என்ன பிராண்ட் இருக்கு, சாம்சங் or whatever it is. ஸோ அதோட பிராண்ட் நேம் வேற, பட் ஆனால் அந்த ப்ராடக்டோட சர்வீஸ் வந்துட்டு சேம் as like that here. The Kubernetes, the product is same, but the company has acquired it and they have released on their own name in the name of OpenShift Container Platform, Azure Kubernetes Service, Oracle Cloud Containers, Amazon, and the Google Kubernetes engine. See, Kubernetes வந்து புரிஞ்சுக்கிறது ஒரே செஷன்ல ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் தான். I can understand that, but try to grab the Kubernetes. It will take 3 to 4 months to get the knowledge of the Kubernetes. Okay, but if you are having a good knowledge of a Kubernetes, for sure you will land in a very high paying job. I can promise you. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு Kubernetes எனக்கு தெரியும். எனக்கு வந்துட்டு I am not able to get a job for 2 to 3 months. For the 2 to 3 months இருந்ததுல நீங்க என்ன கேள்வியே கேட்கலாம். எனக்கு Kubernetes தெரியும் சார், ஆனால் 3 மாசமா எனக்கு வேலை கிடைக்கல, ஏன் நீங்க தானே நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னு எனக்கு தைரியமா கேட்கலாம். ஏன்னா அவ்வளோ டிமாண்ட் இருக்கு Kubernetes. So whether they are experienced or non-experienced, they are not seeking that. If you have a knowledge, they are ready to hire you and they are ready to deploy you in a project. And that is all about the Kubernetes. Okay, to summarize, okay, before summarize, any doubts? There are doubts regarding Kubernetes. எந்த டவுட்டாக இருந்தாலும் கேட்கலாம். ஐ எம் ரெடி டு ஹெல்ப் யூ. வெட்டப்படாமல் கேட்கலாம். நம்ம பேப்பர் எனக்கு சரி, நான் டவுட் கேட்டு நீங்கள் ஏற்று ரைட். ஓகே, ரைட். ஸோ வாட், ஓகே, on the summary, so what is the ultimate use of this Kubernetes? Easy horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling enna appadina, so now let's say if I'm starting a business, that is a biryaniready.com, I'm having a one laptop and I'm starting a business. This laptop would have an infrastructure of 1 TB data and a RAM of 16 GB and a processor of 7 GHz அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இந்த ஹார்ட்வேர் ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. எனக்கு 100 கஸ்டமர், அடுத்த மாசம் தான் 1000 கஸ்டமர் என்னோட அப்ளிகேஷன் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றாங்க. அப்ப இந்த ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட் போதுமா? whether it would be enough to run my business, even though when my number of customers is getting increased. Yes or no? Obviously, no. I need to increase my infrastructure. So where I need to buy another laptop and I need to increase, or I need to have a major physical machine to to satisfy or to withstand the load what I'm getting it. So using the Kubernetes, automatically the number of resources will get increased. Load whatever automatically the load will get increased. Where manually we don't want to increase it. Manually we don't want to add the RAM, add the storage, add the CPU or power. We don't want to do all those stuff. Automatically it will get increased when the load is getting increased. Right? Next one. Multi-cloud. Multi-cloud means okay, it is able to adaptable by Amazon or Google or Azure, whatever it is. In the cloud service now, it can able to adapt it and it can work on it. Next. Easier than ever to roll out new software version. Day-to-day new software which is getting upgraded, we can able to update it and we can run a flawless environment. Next one. Has the benefit of cloud native management tool for free. Whatever open source tools which is available in the market, where we can able to integrate whatever open source. So in the market we have a number of open source tools, okay, where we can able to get along with this and we can able to use this for this Kubernetes. Say for an example, the Kubernetes use பண்றீங்க. இப்போ எனக்கு ஒரு database inbuilt database HCD database இருக்கு. அதை தவிர்த்து எனக்கு ஒரு database வேணும் அப்படின்னா I can go for Mongo, Cassandra or NoSQL or whatever it is. Those are open source. We don't want to pay even a single rupee. So that is another advantage of this Kubernetes. You can able to get along with the other tools available in the market. And then finally, it increases the business productivity. When you want to run a large business, Kubernetes is currently one of the best solutions to run your IT products. Okay. So that's it. So even in the future, if you want to learn about the Kubernetes, okay, I'm not leaving you here, okay, you can stay connected with me in my LinkedIn page, okay. I will be happy to help you as a part of MSHSC students. நீங்க எதனா ஒரு டெப்ளாய் பண்றீங்க, அப்ளிகேஷன் டெஸ்ட் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்க என்ன பண்ண முடியுமோ அதை தரவா செக் பண்ணிட்டு டெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு என்கிட்ட கேளுங்க. I can able to reply you. Okay. இந்த Kubernetes பத்தி கத்துக்கணும்னா யூடியூப்ல you have hell number of videos. even தமிழ்ல கூட இருக்கு. Kubernetes ஓட வீடியோஸ் தமிழ்ல கூட இருக்கு. You can start learning it and you can ping me if required. I will be happy to help you out. Okay, thank you guys.
On behalf of the I would like to extend after the
Guys, 1 minute speaker. Guys, there is some announcement. Please, speaker.
On behalf of MSHSC, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Arun Natarajan sir for blessing with us insightful and enlightening lecture tools. We greatly appreciate time you took to share your knowledge, experience, and valuable insights with our students. Once again, thank you sir for your time and dedication in making this remarkable and interesting experience for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.